What's good, people? You're tuned into Big Condo Radio. This is the Shakedown. You are with Royzy Rothschild, and my guy goes by the name of OTB. Only the best, only the realest.
You know what time it is.
My guy's into all that spiritual, self-promoting, and just basically getting shit off his chest.
Yeah, man.
Know what I mean? So let's get straight into it. Why are you called OTB?
OTB is a concept. So OTB, them letters actually stand for only the best. And I go off with the sub-name of only the realist. And the meaning of that is that I, in self, made a decision a year ago. This is when I developed this name. Is that I want to only produce the best lyrics.
Yeah.
But also lyrics that can relate to every single person. Not just a specific crowd, not just going for a specific gag. I'm going for every different type of emotion. So I'm looking for the realest stories, and most of my music is my real stories. Some of my music is other people's real stories, but overall, they're only the best lyrical concept, because I like to be very intellectual, and it's only the realest, so you will feel everything that I do, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think that's a really good answer, because I think that's cleared up a few bits there, because obviously some would interpret only the best, meaning that you're saying that you're the only the best out
Naivety,
there. Yeah. But basically what you're saying is, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the only the best product and only the realest product from myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Which
Yeah, man.
puts a whole new meaning onto that as well.
Yeah, man.
Know what I mean?
100%.
But what have you been up to? I know you've just recently signed a recording deal with, what was the company?
So it's a company called Do It Records. They're a sub company for Sony Music.
Yeah.
So it's, I approached them a few months ago by sending out some music to them. Approached them via email, just basically saying, if you've got time to listen, please have a listen to my music. It might be something that you're looking for, it might not be. And to me, I'm thinking it's just another email for me, because it's the promotion side of me. So that's the first thoughts I had with that.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later, I get an email back saying that they had been promoting my music to other business partners that they were with, and they really liked it, and they offered me a deal outright, which I didn't take straight away. And the reason why I didn't take it straight away is because I needed to know exactly what I was getting myself into. I didn't fully understand it. I didn't understand it at all.
No, most don't.
Exactly. Most don't.
Know what I mean? But what type of projects have you got coming out at the minute? I know that you said you've got a mixtape and an EP dropping soon. So let's go into the EP first. What's some of the singles and music that's coming off that?
Okay, so all of my EP are my own life experiences. So everything that I've written, everything that is composed, everything that is within each song in my EP is actually a life experience that I have witnessed and I have endeavoured myself. And it's taken me to my adult life to be able to realise and understand them emotions. And that's why every single track on my EP is a life story.
Yeah, but what are some of the singles off it that you're dropping?
Okay.
What are they called?
So
and what do they mean?
Yeah. So one track I'm releasing is called Regain, which is pretty self-explanatory in the title. It's about trying to regain something that I've lost, and in this case, it was my son.
Deep.
And it was very deep. It's, if you listen to it, it's out on YouTube at the moment. You type in OTB Regain, you'll find out that I've got a story last year of why I was in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And how I ended up here, and what proceedings actually took in my life to be able to get me to where I am today and sit where I am sitting at the Big Condo Studios on the radio. So in that track, it's very, very real. I get emotional with it. Every time I perform it, every time I rehearse it, I get very emotional, because it is very, very real to me. Everything in it's true. It's all about my son. It's for my son, and it's my message to him for when he's older, I think.
Has your son heard it?
I'm not as far as I'm aware now.
But it's something for when he grows up.
When he grows up and understands, he can understand what journey I had to take. So that's why it's more of a legacy for my son, for him to understand me at this time, why the proceedings have happened, and that's why I written this one.
Well, what else is on the EP?
Okay, so another track is called Die Young, and this track is a concept of the hook was very inspiring to me, because it says, the hook I'll name out to you, it says, wasting time with a cigarette, your life smoke inside my lungs. So it's this is an outside perspective of a journey that you can go through life, of going through torment, going from feeling under pressure to being fully under the thumb, and being fully repressed to not be able to allow and excel in your own expectations, your own aspirations. You're not able to go there, and this message is
under the thumb by whom?
It's more an emotional growing up, so I can't put an exact person. I can only put your exact trauma in front of it. So everyone has a different perception of my music. Everyone feels it in so many different ways. And that's because I'm not aiming at one specific subject. I'm aiming at a broader subject. And the people that understand my music, my fans and everyone around me, they understand that this song is a message to saying you can feel like you're that person under that thumb. It doesn't matter who you're under the thumb by. It might be the government, might be your parents, family, anything that could be causing you trauma. It's a basic effect of saying this is what you feel, but there are people that understand. And I ultimately understand myself now.
It's quite deep, this EP, isn't it?
It's very deep. It is very deep. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to use for sympathy saying I've been through a lot, but it's the best way I express myself.
So would you say that obviously music is therapeutic for yourself?
It's more than therapeutic. If I didn't have music, I don't honestly know where I would be today. If it's not just rapping though that I have. Before I was a rapper, I was a death metal drummer.
Okay. We've had someone else on today who was a bit of a rock musician who turned to rap. You know what I mean? So, as I said to them before, I think it doesn't matter what music you're into. If you're into music, you know, coming to hip hop is, you know, it'd be easy than if you weren't into music. You know what I mean?
Of course. It's like, that's why my one piece of
especially advice, a drummer, you're following the pattern of the drum. Of
course, the beat it's quite easy for me to be a rapper because I've been having to count to 4 for a long time. So keeping in beat, keeping in time has never been an issue for me. But it's the expression. It took me until I was
death
23.
metal though.
Death metal. I had more fun with it. Like, it was more intricate. The drums were so complicated. I just enjoyed doing it because of the complication. I was able to do it so easily. And that's why I enjoyed my local band down south. We were actually really successful in our local area. We played all over the country, all over the world. So it was a big, people think it's a big step, but it's not.
What was the lead single like? I'm interested in this because every death metal band that I've ever seen...
You're going to answer my question before. Go on, say it.
Did they always like, like everyone's always like screaming at the mic?
Eccentric, Yes, he was a diva, you might call it. It's called a diva in the rock and roll term.
Is it,
of where the lead singer is just so eccentric. Because that's what the false image of a band is. A false image of a band is that the lead singer is the pride and joy. And we understood the concept that our music is the pride and joy. So, but every band feels that they need that extra person. Like it can be the drummer. You can see the drummer doing loads of fancy stuff behind the kit, and they're the eccentric one. But it is every single singer I know is very, very eccentric. I do agree with that.
So, what's the difference between the feeling that you get from death metal and the feeling that you get from hip hop? What's the difference? Obviously, they're both music. You do it. It's entertaining. It keeps you happy. But what does hip hop supply to you that death metal doesn't?
I think personally, I think they're very similar, like very, very similar. But the only thing I would separate from the fact is that in death metal, you're expressing yourself as a collective, as a rapper, as an artist, even in a duo, in some sort of thing. With hip hop, it gives you the opportunity to express yourself. So I'm not expressing my music. I'm selling myself to the companies. I'm selling my story to the world. Not because the music good and beats really good. It's because I'm expressing myself. I feel more comfortable that you will understand my story by listening to my music. So the expression is what makes it different for me.
That's good. That's a good answer, that, lad. Very good answer. So, who's your top 5 rappers that have inspired you?
See, I wouldn't necessarily say I've got a top 5. I couldn't put it on a top 5, but I can definitely put a few in there. So
You don't have to be in order.
No, of course. But probably one of the most obvious ones would be Eminem.
Yeah.
Because he represents my similar way of life, that I've gone through hardship, but I've accepted that I may have been bad, may have been good, and I may have gone through good and I may have gone through bad. But I've ultimately accepted that within myself. And I've been able to fully express myself. Because in some of my music, I could be talking about being sad, or I could talk about being happy. The difference is that Eminem expresses himself in every single track he does. Even if it's like, even the Kamikaze album, the album before that got so much slate, I still liked it because, he's just going through a tough time now. I hear the music, I hear the lyrics, I hear what he must have been going through when he wrote this song at the time.
I'll tell you something about Eminem. I've just heard that Kid Cudi and Eminem feature, which is called Moonman and Slim Shady.
Oh,
have you heard it?
No, I don't think I have.
This is like the best comic book rap. Now,
no way.
Like, there's lots of these holes in rap. I call it holes. I'm the only person that speaks like this. But like, you got like gangster rap, you got backpack rap, you've got soul rap, you've got political rap, mumble rap. Now, there's this like little niche in rap which is like comic book rap. Do you get me? And this is a comic book rap. This is like some of my favourite stuff that I like to listen to.
I was going to say, I can imagine in my head how that could sound. That could sound very, amazing. Very fun. Like, and also really good,
Like, have you heard of Doom?
Doom?
MF Doom?
No, I don't think so.
No. So he's like one of the pioneers of the comic book rap. You know what I mean? Go check him out. But who else out of your top 5?
Well, I would put in, for work rate, 100% Biggie Smalls. 100%. Not just for the fact that he didn't really put much work into it. And he may have had a bad career, but I still listen to the lyrics. I can hear pain in his happy lyrics. That's what I hear more different. People will listen to Juicy, a track from Biggie, and they will hear that it's all a fun track, but he's actually talking about a really sad moment in his life and a sad transition period of his life. And I look into lyrics more than anything.
The thing is, with this Juicy track, I don't even know whether I should say it, because the thing is, all the things that he was talking about in the track, that wasn't his life.
Oh, right, well.
That's hitting home now, isn't it?
There we go.
You know
That's
what I mean?
Misinformant.
He lived on the other side of the way, in the posh part, and all this, Santa didn't come for Christmas and all them types of lyrics and stuff like that. He was well fed and well looked after, bro.
All right, well, there we go. They've promoted a movie and documentaries that falsify that.
But these, what you call it, the lyrics are sentimental to people who have been through that situation.
Of course, that's why I think it hits me most, that I can listen to the words and more understand them than some people might. But I've only got one other artist for you, and you're probably going to blush, but in the last year, I've seen an artist that has shown how much of an artist he is, but how much he actually has passion for the music industry and the little person. And that person is you, Royzy Rothschild.
Oh God, he's not doing this to me, is he, on my own show? Hey.
No, I can't deny it though. I can't really deny you have given me the opportunity within the last year to express myself. Every show I've performed up here has been under your label. It's been under your name. I've performed under you. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single night, and it's really created a different concept to my music. It's directed me basically down a different path. I know more about the music theory and the knowledge in the music world than I did a year ago. So if I can't say that you haven't given me any sort of inspiration with my music and the way I go about things, then that on your end is very false. I think you have.
Well, that's a massive compliment, lad, and I don't know how to take it. So
just accept it.
I'm just going to accept it.
Just accept it. That's done. That's
you speak to Chase, whatever chases. I don't accept any type of praise whatsoever. I just don't. I'm a work machine, bro.
That's of course, but I run purely on honesty, and that's how I work. So I can't not give you that as an honest answer.
Nice one. Appreciate it, lad.
No worries,
means a lot. But where do you see yourself now? Obviously, you've got your mixtape sorted. That's ready. It's coming. Your singles. You've got an EP coming. You've got record label on the side waiting for the releases to go out. What are we going to see from OTB over the next 2 years?
Okay, so First of all, I got off the phone actually today with a marketing company who have offered me a basically free cycle sort of like a fair order where he said to me, look, this is a company that I've just started over a year ago, and I like the sound of your music. I want to use you as a solo project, but you don't have to pay anything. Like, literally, I want to be able to try and recreate you an image, recreate music videos and stuff. So, actually, I've got a date for January the 4th that I'm going to be starting recording for one of my singles.
Sounds like a bargain, this lad. Someone's just going to come out, yeah.
It's actually it's quite deceiving.
And they're going to do a music video. They're going to brand you. They're going to do everything. And it's all for free.
It sounds deceiving, but he's actually a really good friend of mine. So that makes more sense, I think.
Do you know what though, right? This is a dog-eat-dog industry. Always has been, always will be, right? But there's actually a few good apples out there. You know what I mean? Not everything's like dog-eat-dog. There's some genuine people, but what happens is people have dealt with the dog-eat-dog that long that when a genuine apple comes along, they don't see that it's genuine because they're just used to the nonsense. Know what I mean?
Of course. No, I get that. Yeah. But he's a very good friend of mine, and like we've been speaking for a while about it, and he's been explaining to me his company, and then he got his okay because he's in co-partnership with someone. Yeah. And basically, it's like more of a charity endeavor. It's just something more of an opportunity. So that's quite fun. Obviously, I've got trying to book shows. It's so hard with coronavirus at the moment to be able to cement when we'll be able to go. So I can't give you any real information of when I'm going to be performing, but I can give you the information that I am in talks with venues, promoters, and different affiliated staff within that to be gigging back as soon as possible. So I've been informed that you can perform in venues from the 1st of August onwards, and outside venues are allowed. So I'm currently in talks with someone to arrange an outside venue, outside gig. So that should be quite cool. That should be going over the next 6 months. I've only covered the first 6 months. I've got a lot more to go. Obviously, I'm going to carry on writing. I write every day. Yesterday, I finished a track. 3 days ago, I finished another one. I'm just constantly writing. I'm constantly trying to find the right connections, my right team. I'm currently working on merchandise. So hopefully by the end of this year, I should have some merch either printed or fully in stock.
Make sure that you've got your merch when you're dropping the EP.
Of course.
So that people have got an option to buy the EP on its own for £8, or they can have the EP and the t-shirt, or they can have the EP and the hoodie, or the EP and the mug, or the EP and the magnet, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You're a smoker. If you want to get your own OTB Rizzler skins done, know what I mean? Get OTB Rizzler skins, get the skins, and get the album for £12, whatever. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because it's about building up the package. You know what I mean? If there's a supporter who's a real supporter, they'll take the top package.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get me? If it's someone that's just helping out, they'll just get a top.
I know. I get that. No, that's good. I love that.
Yeah. So make sure you've got that in place.
Of
know
course,
what I mean?
No, that's good wisdom. I love that.
But the whole performance situation, I know that I haven't even looked at an event. I haven't. Exactly. It's not even on my priority. Like, no, because there's a chance that they could pull it back.
Exactly. It could just get months, years. They could just keep doing. We're not certified with that, but I know that I'm gigging every day practically. I am, because I do my live streams.
Yeah.
And that's why that's my gigging, my performance aspect of my career that hasn't lacked. I've just taken the opportunities on different pedestals, I believe.
What's the difference between London and Liverpool?
I'll probably refer to what you said, that it's a dog-eat-dog world more in London than it is up here. You wouldn't, London is so big, and I knew so many different artists. Just from, I'll just single out an area code, I could know 20 or 30 different artists. But the collaboration wasn't real because there's too much of this new style of rap that's coming through. I can only blame it on the new style of rap, and I wouldn't say that it's UK rap anymore. I would say it's more American-based UK rap.
Okay.
Of like that sort of scene is very high in London, where they want to talk about selling drugs, they want to talk about shooting guns, about how they do it with women's night outs, money.
Yeah.
That's how they want to talk about the star life, or what they believe as an image of a star life. That wasn't for me. I couldn't release a track in London with what I'm releasing now than what I can in Liverpool, because it just wouldn't be accepted in London. No one wants to accept real anymore in the South.
Is that because Liverpool's not fly though?
No, I think it's because Liverpool are too polite.
Yeah.
100%. When I first moved up here, I got almost annoyed at the fact of how many people said sorry. And the amount of times, just for things that you're not sorry for, you hold the door and you say sorry. You let someone through and you're like, oh, sorry, I was in your way. It's just much more polite. It's more accepting up here. And London is just a city.
Yeah.
Liverpool doesn't feel like a city to me. Liverpool feels like, within the music scene, a home, a town.
Yeah.
It's a community more than anything. And that's what I'm looking for with music, because the ultimate goal for me is collaboration with everyone I need to know.
Yeah. Well, I've been to London a few times on tour. Went to visit the Queen, Buckingham Palace and all.
I was there a few weeks ago, actually.
Like a little tourist. And like I actually like London. Then I went to Barcelona and did not like Barcelona.
Oh, no.
No. The pace, Barcelona's pace of the way they live is like double London. It's too much.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Do you get me? But what song would you suggest that for the first time OTB listener, so we've got listeners watching now, the first time they've heard it yet, what song do they need to go and listen to become a fan of OTB? What's your selling song?
Well, I would say if you are a true music enthusiast and you love to listen to the words, then check out my track Regain.
Yeah.
Because that is the realest of the real you'll ever get.
Is that the one about your son?
Yes.
Yeah, Regain.
I would 100%. I would say that if you want to listen to something that means everything, then 100% that. 100% Regain.
What's your socials, your URL?
Okay, so I've got OTB on Instagram, so it's O.T.B, the full stops, not the word dot. Yeah, so O full stop, B, T full stop, B full, and that's that. You go on Facebook, it's Only the Realist, OTB. You can check me out on Facebook, and you can check. I'm actually not using TikTok at the moment because I don't know what's going on with that scandal, so I'm not going to hand out my TikTok to you guys. But also my Snapchat, you can add me on that. It's O_T_B, Only the Realist. You can add me on my Snapchat as well. Even if you want, you can add me on my social, which is perfectly fine by me for my live streams. I'll be changing all of that
Twitter?
over the year.
Twitter?
The Twitter I have made, but I've completely forgot what I haven't been on it in that ages. Like,
is it all losing? So I'm not being on Twitter.
I know. I am on it. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember. But I know if you check out my Facebook page and you check out my Instagram page, if you look in my bios, my Twitter's there. So you can get my Twitter from if you like one of them ones.
What do you want to say to the people before we wrap up?
Believe in yourself before anyone else does. If you want to fight for something, then at least fight for it every way you can. If you're passionate about music, then fight for your passion in music. If you're getting shut down by someone, then that's not the right person. That's not the right influence. So just be right in yourself, be confident, and stick by what you believe in.
There you go. That's my guy, OTB. Only the Realist. Go check out his single called Regain. It's about his son. Go check that out. Subscribe to his YouTube. Go follow him on his socials. And hit us up with comments underneath on the interview as well. Right, this is Big Hondo Radio, the Shakedown, Royzy Rothschild, Liverpool City, Big Hondo Music. And we out. Peace.